This video will prepare you for the Unit 5 Cell Processes and Energy ISN Check. Please make sure on page 107 you have a completed table of contents. If you're missing something, please hit pause and fill it in now. Across on page 108 is the Unit 5 Cell Processes vocabulary. And on page 109 should be the article on changes in carbon dioxide output during exercise. It should be highlighted with annotations and also include a summary on the back. On the next page, you should have Respiration Lab measuring carbon dioxide. This is where we did the Brothwell Blue experiment. The front and back side should be filled in with your graph, including Sultan. On page 111, you should have the bioengineering design challenge we did and how to figure out how to make the best bread based on an anaerobic respiration. And across from that should be the alcoholic fermentation investigation that we filled in and completed together. Again, make sure all of the questions have been completed. On page 113 should be the data table and graph from this experiment we did on fermentation. And across from that on 114 are the notes on photosynthesis and respiration. If you're missing these notes, please check out the daily agenda and you will see them posted there for you to fill in. On page 115, we have a warm-up from the 11th. This is where we talked about what influences plant success of survival, and across from that, how light intensity affects photosynthesis. Remember, we didn't get amazing results on this because we had to change to a lamp, so we crossed out the graph here, and then we discussed by filling in the answer. So if you're missing the conclusion questions, they're here, and then number 3, you'll answer independently. On page 117, you should have the compare and contrast of photosynthesis and respiration. Again, both sides need to be filled in, and then also the back side. There's also a warm-up on 117 from 113, and then also one from 115. So if you're missing these, please hit pause and fill them in now. And again, those are on page 117 underneath the diagram. Next, on page 118, you have modeling photosynthesis and respiration chemical reactions. So please make sure this is filled in. So we used marshmallows and toothpicks to model the equations. On page 119, you should have your notes on photosynthesis and respiration. These are the notes from the project we completed in class, and then we also have the warm-up from the 22nd about why cells divide. On 122, you should have your mitosis graph, where we graph the different stages. Again, please make sure the bottom part is filled in. And then on page 121, you'll have your brain pop quiz, and we are going to tape in the diagram of mitosis we did with the yarn, so that will go underneath the brain pop. And we have our mitosis notes on 122. And again, these are located in the daily agenda if you're missing them. And lastly, there should be a study guide on 123. So please make sure you have everything completed. If you're missing something, check on the daily agendas. They're all linked for the every day we did something in class, which was every day. And if you're needing help, please make sure you come